among the session. It's gonna. I hope it's gonna be fun. Well, so the work you've been doing through Peptalk and through many other talks you've managed lately. So I'm really honored to be part of it, and I hope both our countries and the whole world is doing fine through this pandemic.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Hope the same with you. Right, Khalid. So before we get into know about you and all that you do right now as in different leadership positions, I just wanted to know how is the new LOM president role treating you? How are you feeling with it?
Well, it is hitting us hard through, especially with the pandemic still going on.
Right.
So we're very limited in action, but we're trying to do our best. So we're still having some restrictions, moving from city to another, with some curfew, and so it is a bit hard. We're doing our best, but we have to go through this. Our country needs us. The world needs us, so we must be there for it.
Right. So we are there for everyone, but at our own, best possible way, right?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Khalil, so I'm just curious to know how did you, what inspired you to become a JC? Like, what was the moment you felt I should be part of this organization?
Well, it is a bit funny because the day I joined the JC world was like I was going through social media and I saw like some GCI chapter recruiting. So yeah, why not? I have some free time. I was still in high school, so why not? Let's go. Let's go for it.
Okay.
And it went smooth. It went very fast. I found a great word of people and group of people that share the same ideas as I do, doing their best to improve and to create some impact over the world.
Wow. So when did you join JCI? Like at which year?
Well, it was like at least from what I remember, like 5 or 6 years ago.
Wow.
Well, I'm completely out of out of. Well, when you're doing something you really care about, you don't focus on time. You do your best to be part of what you're doing.
Absolutely. So you might have made great friends, wonderful leadership skills you might have learned. So today you are an able leader, leading your LOM as a president, right? So talk about your team, how close you are all together, work together.
Well, let's see it from another perspective. The first thing that attracted me to this chapter in particular, that I found myself surrounded by people that today I call my family. So we're more than just a group of people trying to create some impact, but we're more of a family. We try to focus on that. We try to create a great team out of it. But first, before going on the impact, like locally and nationally, we try to create some strong people, strong relationship between us, so that we can transmit that to the world.
Wow. So talking about your family, so do they support you in your JCI activities?
Well, not that much, but my family is like more going through. Let's see how to present it. Like my family is not much of interest in the JC world.
Okay.
But to be fair, like in here in Tunisia, we're still creating this culture of the social activism to be part of this movement. GCI was at a certain time a very leading organism in our country. We're working on keeping on that and making it even greater and being the first organization around this country and even around the world.
Wow. Anyhow, you have the JCI family with you. It's the extended family supporting you, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes. So I'm curious to know more about your your company, like 369, which is into trainings.
Yeah.
What does it do? What does it offer?
Well, the main inspiration behind it was the GCI word.
Oh,
I'm part of this group of people trying to create impact, trying to give hope to the youth. So I was mainly what I did during my studies. I'm an architect, so from
okay,
that to training, it was a bit of a different experience, but. This inspiration from GCI made me think about why not extend that experience
okay,
and share it with more people other than the GCI members, other than the GCI community. So
right,
we're trying through the educational system gives us many hard skills, but the soft skills are lacking.
right.
So trying to create impact through that.
Wow. So you're talking about impact, empowerment, and many beautiful words. I was wondering, so you might be a strong believer of skill-based trainings, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So does do you do the same thing in your JCA projects? Do you focus exclusively on trainings? Because you seem to sound like more with skill-based training, that gives a greater impact. So yeah,
Yeah. Before focusing on any action or anything we should do, we should be prepared. We should the
right,
team, each member of the team should be part of, should be able to manage an action, to be able to go through its
mm-hmm.
to develop its own own soft skills, to
Right,
be like to be able to go through with people,
right,
to talk about any subject, to be able to handle the job right. For that, they should be ready. They should be well equipped and having their weapons ready to face the world, to
right.
be great leaders with the hard skills as well as the soft skills.
Right. Hey, Khalil, I just wanted to know, have you learned any soft skills after joining JC's?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Just give me a second, so I'll be switching to the
Sure,
computer
sure, sure.
to get some greater picture.
Whoa, you look way different.
Ah,
Right.
this is yes.
Go ahead. You're like saying something.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, great. So yeah, I've learned a lot through this experience. First when I joined the GCI world, I was a bit shy. I didn't know how to express myself,
Uh-huh.
to face people from the world,
Right.
from the local authorities, and to be able to sell the projects I'm working on.
Okay.
But now I think I've I've learned some of that from the GCI, from this experience as a JC.
Right.
So yeah, it is a great school, a great place to learn.
Right. Oh, wow. So from an architect to a shy guy to as someone who never spoke on any no speakers platform or a forum, today you're addressing the entire world. People will be watching us right now. Your friends will be watching us. They will be watching you and me through these through this Facebook Live. Would you like to say hi to all our Indian JCI members who will be watching us?
Absolutely. Hello, world. Hello, India. I'm very honored again to be part of this, and especially that I have many friends in India that went to school with me. That we still share talk from time to time.
Right.
We might even have some common projects soon. So
Yes.
yeah,
Definitely.
it is a great place to exchange a rich culture. We like each day we learn something new.
True.
It is important to be to know and to know how to extend the network, to make new friends, to make
Right.
new relationships with people from around the world, especially great countries such as India.
Right. Beautiful, Khalil. I am just feeling how emotionally connected you are to the fellowship and how you're spreading the word of the spirit of JCism through the platform called JCI. It's oneness, and everything is like there's no boundaries. We are all one. Once a JCI is a JCI forever, right? So, hey there, everyone. So, with me, we have Khalil Ben Yunus all the way from Tunisia, who's sharing his beautiful insights about what is JCI and how it changed him as a person and many more things. So it's a wonderful journey that he's sharing, and we are somewhere knowing him, what all projects he's doing, being a long president of JCI Challenge. Yes, that's part of JCI Tunisia. Well, Khalil, I'm curious to know about this SDG hackathon that you participated. Would you love to share on that?
So, from the little experience that I had during this JC life and the beginning of it, since we're still in the first steps, I had a great experience to be part of the last year's Yokohama World Congress,
Okay.
in which I was part of the team that won the first prize as the best SDG camp project.
Okay.
We had like 24 less than 24 hours to develop a project
Uh-huh.
based on some SDG goals,
Okay.
where we had to go take a company working on transport
Mhm.
and giving them new opportunities and new ideas to go through this pandemic, to go through this COVID situation, to
Okay.
keep working, to keep their employees and develop even with this situation and
Okay.
make the greatest out of it.
Right. So I have gone through this hackathon and I came to know something about eco ride. What exactly is this?
Well, the project is called EcoRide. I was honored to be part of a team from Mauritius, from Trinidad and Tobago, and Guadeloupe, where we tried to create a concept called EcoRide, where the companies specialize in transport. They mainly transport merchandise from city to city or from country to country, but due to the situation, they couldn't move the trucks, the employees. So we tried to give them the idea of creating a locally based transportation system.
Right.
So we tried to encourage them to use the locals to give them access to transport, so
Wow.
they can do the job inside their own cities instead of focusing on the long distances, so
Okay.
they can transport merchandise as well as people. At the same time, they can offer new opportunities to people from the local cities that they wouldn't like be able to move out.
Okay.
We created new opportunities out of this pandemic. So instead of just focusing on what's stopping us, we gave them opportunities, new ways to extend their work instead of stopping and watching the situation as it is.
Right. So you just made me feel that we JCs are not just spectators of the situations. We take in, we get into it, try to mend it, try to help people around with it. Wonderful initiative, Khalil. I mean, I would love to know more about it, but later that. But it when people who are listening to us, any of our JCs might be interested. So would you love to collaborate with any of our Indian JCs, or if they want to get into such projects?
So it is important to work on projects, especially when the situation is not right. So when everything is okay, okay, some little efforts to improve is important, yeah.
Right.
But our main goal is to help our countries, our local communities when things are not right, when things are going hard.
Right.
So when we saw like the beginning of the pandemic, this year, many JCs, many chapters worked on during this pandemic, helping people, giving them access to food, to education. We tried to develop a network of cultural development. So
Right.
people that were stuck home, they couldn't move, they couldn't access to books, to cinema, to music concerts. We
Right.
tried to help them go through this, since
Right.
the main impact of the pandemic was psychological. So it was the main issue. Like, if today we go through statistics, we will see that the main killing element behind COVID was not the virus itself. It was the situation where people were stuck, where they couldn't access food or medicine or anything else.
Right.
It was this what blocked them, and this what caused the main issues through the world.
Right. Absolutely. It's like we are not able to come out of it, and it's mentally been damaging us rather than physical damage. Yes.
Yeah.
So true, Khalil. So true. So, Khalil, wonderful knowing you and your initiatives and the hackathon that you just shared about. It's on UNSDG goals, right? 13
Yes.
and yes, wonderful. And we would love to know more about you, and anything about you is that comes back to JCs. Like you are like core a JCI member. So most of my questions are framed for you on JCism, but I thought, okay, let's make it more fun and more interactive. So I thought, why don't we play something which is easy, which makes you fun and remember today's pep talk, right? So I have a round next section called Never Have I Ever. Okay, so it's like probably you never have heard about it or never been through it. So if it is a yes, you never had such experience, you can say this. If you had, if it's a yes, if it's a no, just show
Okay.
your thumbs up and thumbs down. Okay. So
Sure.
here comes the statement. Are you ready?
Absolutely. Always.
Right. All set. So here comes your first statement. Never have I ever thought of becoming a business person. Okay, that's a yes. Okay. Never have I ever lost a bet.
Never.
Never lost a bet. Oh, okay. Never have I made a prank call. Oh, I see that. Okay, okay. Never have I re-gifted a gift. Someone gifted you and you have wrapped it and gifted back to someone. You're such a nice boy.
Thank you.
Right, okay. Never have I said, excuse me, when I'm all alone. Okay, that's interesting. Never have I been called unpredictable. Wow. That's a yes, that's a no. And here comes the last never have I ever. Never have I ever thought I would be called as a guest on Peptalk. Okay, see, life is so unpredictable, and here all the way you're there on the screen.
Well, it is important. Like, we live the moment as they come.
Right,
Focusing on predictable stuff
right,
will only block us. Won't let us move
right,
through this life and enjoy it as it is.
right. So you are a person who want to give it a shot. Let the life go on. Just move on with it, right? That's a
Always.
beautiful thought. Hey, that's beautiful. Thanks, being so sportive with the never have I ever section. I hope you enjoyed with your thumbs up and thumbs down. Well, yes. Right. I have few statements made by some people who don't believe in professional training. Just wanted to know, being you've been into training and you've been heading an company with trainings. So I have few statements. Just let me know if they're true or false. Okay, and you can elaborate it if you want. Right. Here comes the first one. Any trainer can design a training.
Absolutely not.
Not. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right.
Uh, to design a training, you should be able to understand a lot of things, to understand mainly the purpose behind this training, to understand the people you're addressing. So
Right.
I can be, I can, like this person, like I'll be designing this course for training,
Right.
but if I'm offering to a young man from this city, well, he's 25 and he's gonna see this training session, and it's not gonna be the same as offering the same training
Right.
for some from for another person.
Right.
Well, we should be able to adapt that, and we should be able to understand the public we're addressing.
Oh, so so you mean to say not everyone can be designing the training module, right?
Well, no, we can develop skills to be able to design a training,
Okay.
but to be able to design that training, you should be like a fully experienced person. So you should have gone through a lot of assistance
Right.
to be part of many sessions, to be part to be full, to be able to give that experience, to share it to people. That's the most important part.
Right. That's so true because nowadays most people keep coming they're a trainer, keep self-proclaiming them that they're a trainers. So this is must, what you just mentioned. Well, e-learning is not recognized as in-person trainings. How true is this?
Well, it can be true in a certain way,
Uh-huh.
but I don't believe in that personally.
Okay.
Because e-learning is a way that we can go through hard times such as this pandemic, but nothing really compares to what we can experience being in the same room, in the same spot as the educator, as the trainer. The experience, the exchange is never the same.
True.
So we can learn even more, we can exchange better in person than e-learning. E-learning is a way to go through hard times, but it should not be our main focus.
Okay.
E-learning is important since like we can connect people from all around the world. Like here we
Right.
are now.
Yes.
You're in India. I'm in Tunisia.
Yes.
It
From different
is
time
it is
zones.
very helpful. It is important. It gets us some tools to connect people, but
Right.
it's even much better to be in
Person.
person, present, and exchanging with the people around you, with people learning and people sharing their experience.
Right. And I totally agree. You know, you can have a one-to-one interactions live. You can feel him or her and physically,
Absolutely.
right? The fun is different when you're in a live trainings rather than in e-learning, right?
Yeah,
But as we need to adapt to each different situations, so maybe e-learning is the next new normal in
yeah.
trainings, right? Well, well, well. So that's all about the statements, and it has been wonderful knowing your thoughts on different concepts of trainings. And I was like, you come from a LOM called JCI Challenge. So I'm just wondering, what was one challenging thing that you have done after joining JCs? Anything that was challenging for you?
Well, a lot.
Oh,
When I like it was a great experience to be learning from. The challenges that I've gone through lately these years were hard. Starting my own professional life was not easy. For now, I'm going with this training company as well. I was working in architecture,
okay.
so
Okay.
handling both of them is a challenge in
Challenge.
itself. We have to work 7 days a week,
Okay.
almost like 16 to 18 hours a day to be able to be able to assure and to give what people what they need. Uh, like now I'm exchanging it here with you during the break time. So I've been working like 4 hours before, and a long day is still ahead. But it is important, and it is a great opportunity to share with people, to be some kind of inspiration, maybe.
True, true.
Uh, to exchange, to know new people like you.
Right.
Uh, it is important for me. So yeah.
So, wow, that's extensive with challenges ahead, but you're sailing high, I guess, even, even in adversities. That's what life gives us, have to sail in adversities. And I think
Absolutely.
somewhere JCI or JCism also gives us support, especially for trainers who want to build up their niche. Right. Wonderful. Thank you, Khalil, on that. It was beautiful knowing about your JCI challenges and how you're leading as a leader in your own organization, setting up examples. Beautiful knowing you. Hey, how is your typical day, Khalil? How do you spend your day?
Well, as I was saying, we're it's a very busy day. Mainly,
Right.
I have I work as a freelancer in architecture
Uh-huh.
as well as the training company, so I have to manage both at the same time. Uh,
Okay.
we are also very busy, like lately during the GCI manifestations. So we're having some close meetings that we have to be ready for.
Right.
We're trying to help the youth around us. So
Right.
we're trying to develop some new ideas, encouraging them to be working
Yeah.
in the social part. And yeah, so my day is very busy.
Okay.
Well, we go like mainly I go for 6 to 8 hours for architecture or freelance. Then the 3 to 4 hours for the company,
Right.
since the sessions are not like continuous, so we
Uh-huh.
have to organize the next sessions. Like next this weekend we have trainings to go, coming soon, so we
Okay.
have to be ready for it.
Okay.
And then there's at least 2 hours to three a day for the JC life,
Right.
encouraging people, exchanging with people from around the world.
Phew. That's a huge, long day.
Sleep has never been a friend.
Oh, yes. That's like from the minute you wake up till you sleep, you are almost working, working, working. But
Absolutely.
you do have time for JCs. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So wonderful, wonderful. So, oh, and what's more interesting for you? There's two situations I want to give you. What's more interesting for you? Telling a humble story about your life versus give some personal suggestions to strangers. What do you love doing out of these two?
I would prefer giving advice and helping a stranger.
Okay.
Because you never know when that person needs you. You
Yes.
never know what that small advice could change in their life.
Uh-huh.
Uh, that's much more important than talking about yourself.
Wow. So any time you had this experience suggesting strangers?
Yeah, yeah, I had this experience like lately with some people that I knew for a day, and then we just became friends.
Yes.
And from a small discussion, well, I'm happy to say that I was part of making their lives better in a
Wow.
way. At least I hope so.
Wow. One conversation with stranger led to change someone's life. This is
Yeah,
goosebumps, knowing that.
absolutely.
Beautiful, beautiful. One aspect you have self-discovered in recent times.
Excuse me.
One aspect that you have self-discovered in recent times. Anything that you discovered about you?
Well, the
Any new
part
skill?
where I forgotten the shy person I was.
Oh,
Uh,
that's
the moment where I became able to stand through the crowd and to express myself. That's an important moment where
right.
uh, the person I was looking at the mirror has changed, and I saw something else.
Wow, that's a different reflection, I guess, that you're loving it, I guess. Right.
Yeah.
One leader you admire the most, anyone from around you or from JCI community, anyone?
Well, one leader that I admire the most. That's a
Any-
different, difficult question since the world is full of leaders.
Okay.
Um, well, let's make it this way.
Uh-huh.
Avoiding the main characteristics, the leaders that I admire the most is my father. So yeah, in a part of my life, I was not well communicating with him, so I didn't see the way he saw the world. But now, growing up, I'm seeing the leader in him that inspired me to become the person I am today.
Right. Wow. So would you like to thank your dad for what he is?
Absolutely. I would thank both my parents for this experience and for helping me to become the person I am today.
Wow. Hey, do you watch movies after the so much of busy life? Do you still get time to watch movies or listen music?
Yeah, well, I tried to create that time. I went like lately to watch a movie with some friends, and yeah,
Mhm.
it is important to have to give yourself that much of time
Yes.
to just disconnect from the world, to enjoy a moment with the close people. Music, yes, music is important. Music
Okay.
is a great part of my life. I couldn't survive a day without music.
What sort of music do you listen? What's the latest hit?
Wow. Well, that's gonna be funny since I'm a metalhead, so I'm more into metal music and to
Uh-huh.
rap. So, some people will ask, how could you go through the day listening
Uh,
to that level of music with work? Well, it helps me a lot. It helps me focus. It gives me some energy since
right.
the rhythm is high, so it gives that extra pulse to get that few steps forward done.
Anytime you had got a chance to watch any Indian movies?
Well, no, to be
No?
honest,
Okay.
I didn't
You
have the chance
watch.
to go through that. I'm more into documentaries, more into movies. Well, some action movies too,
Right.
some horror movies. I'm a great fan of that. I
Great.
didn't, till today, I didn't have the chance really to go and see an Indian movie since cinemas over here are not showing a lot of them.
Okay.
But even I didn't have the idea to go for it.
I would
It's
definitely love to recommend you some movies to watch,
Yeah, absolutely.
right? Because Indian movies are larger than life. They give you a
Yeah,
greater perspective, wonderful
yeah,
creation and all that.
absolutely.
Right.
Hollywood is growing world. We see movies and actors growing up or growing all around the world and making great leaders too.
Right,
Uh,
right.
it
Absolutely.
is a great spot to explore leaders from around the world too.
Wow, Khalil, good knowing you so much that you watch movies, you have love for documentaries, you have a special liking for metal music, and you had your own way of doing your things at your own pace, leading your long members, friendships, your work, 16 hours of your life working. Quite a few, man. Right? Okay, awesome knowing you, Khalid. Here comes the last question of our pep talk, and I hope this will be a little more unique. And here it goes. What if you're stranded in an island and there's no one around to rescue you? How would you see the situation?
Well, it's gonna be peaceful.
Okay,
It's a peaceful place. Okay,
right,
rescue you from what? Actually, well, we can be in an island where we can build a new life. We can build something we can enjoy as is. Well, saving you from, yeah, maybe the only thing that would be you, it would be saving you. It would be saving you from yourself, since you're gonna be stuck with yourself. You're gonna learn more about yourself.
right.
So. At the part of time, you should be able to evolve. You should be able to improvise something to save yourself, because the only person, the only hero you'll have in your life is you. The only person that can save you from you is you, once again.
Wow.
So, yeah, it is important. Every one of us goes through hard times. Every one of us goes through difficulties in their life, especially during these hard times where the whole world is struggling. We can only save ourselves. We can help others, but the only ones who will save us are us.
That's nice. Wow. That's quite a statement. In the one who can help us is us, not someone else, right? If we help ourselves, we can help someone in times. Beautiful, wonderful, Khalid. So I hope you enjoyed today's pep talk. Any tips or any suggestions? How did you feel, pep talk? Did you enjoy?
Yes, it is a great experience. It was a great experience. I was once again honored to be part of it. And as I saw the list of guests you already have before me, it is a great honor to be part of it. Maybe in more collaborations, we can enlarge it and make new pep talks, new experiences with people from both our countries,
True.
and letting the network grow and letting people know more about each other.
So true, so true. Thank you, Khalil, for the beautiful words and sharing your insights of your life all the way from Tunisia. And I wish you all the best. Have success, par excellence of 2021. Enjoy your leadership. Have a great, great days ahead. And I wish you all the best for all that you do in this year. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
joining Pep Talk.
Wish you all the best too. I hope it was a great exchange, and I hope we make the world a better place. We create the impact we need to, and we help each other to grow and to be better people for a better world.
Right. So this is one future.
One future.
Right. Thank you, Khalil, for joining Pep Talk.
Thanks
Thank
a
you very
lot.
much. Bye bye. Have a great day. So that was Khalil Ben Yunus, all the way from Tunisia. He's a JCI Long president of JCI Challenge, part of JCI Tunisia. And he has shared extensively about his work, about his team, and life in Tunisia during COVID. And things might fall apart, but still, it is you who have to help yourself and enjoy yourself, no matter where you are, no matter what you do. So that's it from today's Pep Talk takeaway. And if you enjoy today's Pep Talk, do leave us with a comment and let us know how did you enjoy and what is that one takeaway that you felt was yes something interesting. Well, I'll be back again with yet another interesting pep talk session. Till then, stay blessed and keep smiling, keep commenting, and keep sharing love. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.